Hey, today I'm going to do a full in-detail comparison between the Sperax and the Urevo walking pad here, show you everything you need to know, the similarities, the differences, and overall which one I prefer. Now, I've been walking 10,000 to 20,000 steps every single day for the past year, and just to show you on my watch, I'm at almost 12,000. Right now my goal is between 12 and 14,000 every day, and these have been a huge help to me. So one of the big reasons I've been doing that is to get healthier, and I've actually lost about 40 pounds just by including walking and keeping track of my calories. So I work from home, I use this at my standing desk, and I'm going to show you all the different things to know about these. So first thing, we're going to talk about the remotes. So they both come with different remotes. This is the Sperax, it's a lot bigger, bulkier, and then this is the Urevo remote. One thing to know is with the Sperax remote is that it does not include the batteries. This is going to take 2 AAA batteries in here, like so. So I had to put those in myself. And when you turn it on, I'm going to go ahead and show you what it sounds like. Now I'm also going to just show you the difference in the sound, so how quiet they are. So let's compare. So we're going to start the Sperax. Starts at 0.6, it goes up by 0.2. So we'll go up to about a 2.0. It also goes through the time, the speed, the calories. This is on the calories right now, and then the total distance. Whereas the Urevo has those 4 things, but it also shows the steps, which we're going to show. Okay, so now this one doesn't have a pause button, and the Urevo does, so we'll just go ahead and turn it off. Now, another thing I want to mention just real quick is something I highly recommend is having these like furniture sliders on the bottom of your walking pad. It makes it so easy to move around because I have my desk here, so I'll be standing, but I also want to be seated. So I'll quickly move it around just to show you how easy it is on carpet. I can move it with my foot like super easily, or just kind of push it around like super easy like that. So it's super nice to have those. Started using those a few weeks ago, or a few months ago I should say, and it makes a huge difference, especially if you have carpet. Our whole place is carpet. There are wheels in the front, but I've noticed that it doesn't really help very much when moving them on carpet, I should say. Now let's go over and walk on the Urevo and compare the sound on that. So this one actually has a pause feature. So we're gonna go ahead and start it. This one also goes up by 0.2. And this one, the max speed is 4.0. The weight capacity on this one is also 265. So at my heaviest, I was right there as the step, so you can see that. At my heaviest, I was about 285, so I was a little bit heavier than this, and even right now I'm about 245, so still kind of getting close to that weight limit, but I haven't had any issues with it so far. It's been working really well. And then I believe this Sperax is about 320 for the weight capacity. Now with this one, you can pause it, but I'm going to show you one of the things that I don't like about the pause feature is when you pause it and then let's say you come back. Well, first off, it only stays paused for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then if you're not already back on it, then it's just going to turn off and reset anyways. So if you like needed to go get water or like a bathroom break or something, it might turn off by the time you get back. But when you resume it, this is one of the things that I don't like. It resumes at the speed that you left it at. So it resumes on a 2.0, which could be dangerous if you just weren't really thinking and just tried stepping on it right at that speed. So I highly recommend to make sure to lower it to around the starting speed before you step on. Especially because just imagine if you had it on the max speed of 4.0 and then you pause it. It didn't even get up to the full speed, but let's just see if it gets back up to that full speed. So you pause it and then you come back and you just turn it on, or if you're standing on it and it's on 4.0, So it just starts going really fast. Like that could be really dangerous. So just be careful when you're using the pause feature. Just remember that it's going to continue at the speed that you left it on. So look at that. So you definitely don't want to be stepping on that. So make sure to turn it down. And this one, like I said, has the steps in addition to the other one. Now the next thing I want to talk about is the oil. So you're going to have to oil up the belt every so often. It's recommended 1 to 2 months if you're using it consistently. So they both come with the same type of oil container that you can go ahead and use. Now what you want to do when you're using it is, since the belt is tight onto it, you're not really able to get to the middle, which is where you want to go with oil. So you have the tools to loosen the actual belt here. So you would take the tools here and loosen it up, and then you were able to lift up the belt more and get the oil into the middle. And then what I'd recommend is kind of like testing it. So turning it on, letting it go, and then maybe adding a little bit more until it gets to that smoothness, because you'll start to feel it get like stiffened up. And same with this one. So you just want to make sure you're keeping on top of it, the maintenance. And then the same thing if the belt starts to deviate to one side. It's pretty much the same exact thing. You're going to loosen it up and turn it a certain way that it shows in the instructions. So on the instructions, they both have QR codes for videos as well on how to do all that kind of stuff, just in case you forget. So just keep that in mind. But overall, these are both great options. I think the Sperax is quieter. It's a little bit more compact. But I would say the Urevo has those nice features like the pause feature, and it's a little bit wider, so you can not have to be as focused when you're stepping, and goes up to a higher speed. But the downside is that pause where it just goes up back to the speed that it was at. And then also the weight capacity is one of the downsides. But despite that, I think I would still pick the Urevo over the Sperax.